Sa kabila, the San Pedro Red Lions deploying again this tall starting unit. The Giants are here for the red shirts. Look at this, Gonzalez, Andrada, same starting five. Miller, Puno, and Celso. Pareho rin para dito sa Arellano University. Yung kanilang pinagsimula dito. San Beda at 4-1 right now. They're showing us why they are one of the favorites to win it all this year. So we begin the second half at 37-31. This is the only encounter between Arellano and San Beda in our classification round. Good to have you with us on a Friday afternoon. Basti Valencia makes his move. Wala nga lang para kay Basti. And here come the Red Lions. Nigel Gonzalez looks to set the table here for San Beda.
Well, yun yung naging adjustment for Arellano. I think they're trying to involve itong si Basti Valencia more sa kanilang opensa.
Jomel Puno, who was effective in the first, silent in the second, now makes noise again.
I think that's the shot also na gine-give up ng Arellano for San Beda. Nakita natin na merong tao dun sa area pero walang nag-close out kay Jomel Puno.
Third basket of the game for Jomel Puno. Timac, wala pa rin para kay Ongotan. Now 1 out of 9 from the field. And 0 out of 3 from long distance. Jonty, pocket pass. Vinoya with good defense. But again, offensive rebounding making a difference for the red shirts.
Again, with a great team like San Beda, you really can't give them multiple possessions with that basketball kasi sobrang dami nilang magandang nagagawa eh. So if you give them multiple possessions pa, masakit yan talaga para sa team mo.
We showed you the figures at the half. 10 second chance points in the first half for San Beda. 10 of their 37. Okay. Ngayon naman, puntahan natin ang galing sa dugout, ang ating courtside reporter na si Aaron D. Aaron, go ahead.
Hey, Martin and Renzo. Passion and urgency filled the Arellano huddle during that halftime break as numerous voices were raised during that time. But Timac Ongotan tried to compose his boys, telling him, wag muna kayo magsigawan, may 2 quarter pa tayo para makabawi dito. Despite Timac only scoring 3 points, he's looking for a big bounce back performance in this second half. Head coach Chico Manabat, meanwhile, tried to steady the emotions, emphasizing resilience and perspective. That's the beauty of competition, he told his players. We get frustrated, but we still have 2 quarters na makabawi dito. The message was clear. Forget the whistles, trust each other, and play with heart. Just enjoy the game, Coach Chico said. Maglaro kayo para sa isa't isa. Down, but far from out, Arellano walked out of the locker room with belief still burning. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Aaron. And precisely, for Coach Chico, that's how you know that your team wants to win. And they're in it to get the win.
Well, I remember after their win against the Blazers, we were able to talk to Coach Chico and Timac Ongotan. And before that CSB game, they lost to EAC. And naalala ko na nakwento nila na medyo may konting away din na nangyari. Talagang nagkasagutan din yung mga players, mataas yung emosyon. And same thing happened sa dugout nila during the halftime. So I think yung mga ganong pangyayari sa family nila, maganda yung kinalalabasan.
You've experienced that, in maybe the LPU teams that you've been with. You treat each other like family, malakas yung bonding nyo. Hindi maiiwasan yan, especially for competitive teams like the Chiefs.
Of course, kasi gusto mong manalo eh. So, may times talaga, especially when things aren't going your way, mapufrustrate ka talaga eh.
Meantime, Arellano still having a difficult time offensively. When they're at the half court, talagang clog na clog ng San Beda pag ipinapasok na nila doon malapit.
Well, it's easy for San Beda to clog the paint kasi nga ang lalaki nila eh. Yeah. And with the lineup na meron sila right now sa loob ng court, lahat ng pick and roll, lahat ng action, siniswitch lang nila eh. Kasi kahit itong si Gonzalez, kayang bumantay ng big man eh.
So, palitan ng tao. Coach Chico going to Hernal this time. Gonzalez Goes to John T. Miller. No good on the short stab. Ito na ang Arellano. They need a basket here. Oh, T-Mac again with a miss.
And even the shots na usually madali na for T-Mac Ongotan, namimintes niya na ngayon.
Yeah. He's so far off rhythm offensively. Jonty attacks. And it is Hernal who picks up the foul.
Foul on number 14, Maverick Benoya.
I guess si Benoya
That's his second.
ang tatawagan dito.
Foul number 3.
But look at this. Second layer provided by Hernal. At mukhang
Shooting two, shot.
yeah, iba-iba na yung ide-deploy dito ni Coach Chico.
Well, I think I don't know kung ano yung naging scouting report nila with John T. Miller, pero that time kasi binigay ni Benoya yung left side eh.
Yeah.
And if you're playing against John T. Miller, I think you just have to stay in front kasi kaya niya left and right eh. So ang pinaka-goal mo na lang talaga is pahirapan siya eh, pag-isipin siya.
Ang hirap din i-scout ni Jonty kasi hindi mo alam kung naipakita na ba niya lahat. Diba? Alam mong meron ba siyang tinatago eh.
Tsaka yung style kasi neto ni John T. Miller, yung mga mid-range pull-up niya, yan kasi usually yung mga coaches, yan yung binibigay na tira eh. Yan yung mas mababang percentage for them.
Yeah. Yung favorite niya yun. Hernal misfires. Ito na si Miller. Jonty has the rock, running into trouble. No problem for Jonty Miller.
Wala talagang problema. He even said, too small.
Yeah. 12-point lead now for San Beda. Ern J left open. Teka lang, may gitgitan tayo. Celso will be called for the foul. Look at this. Blue by Ern J. Had Hernal on the help. Tumumba pa. Ito si Jonty Miller.
And that's just meant for John T. Miller. Getting through that pressure defense by Jeronimo.
He's the first guy in double figures with 10 points. T-Mac finally gets one to go in. Only the second basket of the game, but might be a big turning point for T-Mac Ongotan as a timeout was called. Welcome back to the coverage. Smile Cam. Uy, dead man. Text lang. Kailangan tapikin eh, nung kaklase. Okay. Hello to our students in attendance, spending their Friday with us. And this is from Arellano's side. Okay. Ayan, buti naman nakita na. Thank you. It has been a competitive game between Arellano and San Beda, so we need these kinds of features to kind of relax and breathe a little bit. 9-point lead para dito sa San Beda Red Lions. They've threatened to pull away, but Arellano getting timely baskets to just stay within striking distance. Jumel Puno. Miller for three. Miller knocks it down.
Well, I think yung defender that time, masyado pa rin malayo for John T. Miller kasi yung range nito ni John T. Miller, unlimited eh.
Yeah.
Diba? So you really have to put a body on him and kahit nasaan pa siya.
Yeah, that is too much space for Miller. As Ongotan misses. Agawan ng bola. Libang and Celso. You love the tenacity between these two players. Libang Celso. Siyempre, ayaw magbigay. Here's a scramble. Kanina nangyari yan kay Valencia at kay Bailoses.
And for this game, itong si Libang has been really playing well, no, with this activity. Yung fight niya para sa possession every single time, maganda.
Oh, Miller falls down. RJ still missing. He's gotten a few good looks, but just couldn't make shots. Ito si Ongotan. T-Mac forcing it. Too strong that time. Jomel Puno with the ball. Puno retreats. He's got Nigel on top to call the shots. Nigel. Yukien, who is still trying to find his first basket in the game. Shot clock is at 2. Cross court, deflected, stolen. T-Mac is on the move. Ongotan the floater. That's his usual shot.
And again, pag dinayaan mong tumakbo, itong si T-Mac Ongotan kapag nakabuelo ng court to 90% of the time talagang papasok. Anumang tira ang i-take ni T-Mac.
And also defensively, T-Mac shows his force. They're really trying to play Miller physical. Enzo.
Well, I think that's the only way to slow this guy down. You really have to be physical on him. You have to dare the referees to call fouls. Hanggat hindi sila tumatawag.
Yeah. T-Mac Ongotan has come alive in the third quarter. 5 points in the third quarter alone for a total of 8. Ito si John T. Miller at the free throw line. Rarely rattled itong si John T. Miller. Diba?
Actually, with all his shots, hindi talaga. Meron siyang mga tira na nagugulat tayo kasi napakahirap. Pero may kita mo yung reaction niya na wala, normal.
Normal, yeah, exactly. He's playing on a different level whenever he steps on the court here in the NCAA. RJ Geronimo hasn't found the touch. Wala pa rin.
Well, I think Geronimo has to keep shooting those kasi yun yung binibigay sa kanya ng depensa eh. Kapag nagdalawang isip ka dyan, talagang hindi papasok yan.
At saka good looks eh. Open looks.
Oh, I'm sure hindi naman magagalit si Coach Chico, especially kapag galing siya sa execution nyo.
The chair got pulled on Valencia. Jump ball. Goes to Sanbeda. Tingnan natin to. Ay, hindi. Nabangga na pala ni Valencia itong si Itule. But just couldn't control his footing. Or maintain his footing, yeah.
Parang kumapit yung sapatos niya.
Ba sapatos na ito ni Valencia? Hubi ba?
I think it's a LeBron.
Oo. LeBron. Okay. Papalitan next game. Oh! Zed Itule!
Basket is here for Zed Itule.
Nicely done by the rookie.
Well, that's gonna hurt Basti Valencia kasi siya na yung natamaan eh. Tapos siya pa yung nag-commit ng foul. Nakuha pa yung basket.
Here's the shot earlier by T-Mac Ongotan. And then, off the in and out, Zed Itule. Imagine, they have another guy who can handle the rock like that, Renzo.
And he's what, like 6'4",
Yeah.
6'5". Nakakatakot itong lineup ng Sanbeda and yung mga susunod na taon pa.
Exactly. Parang merong pangalawang Jomel Puno dun sa lineup mo. 50-36, the Red Lions have blown this one wide open. Arellano needs a basket. They couldn't get it. That time coming from Jimmy Reyes. And Sanbeda forces the turnover. They send it to the corner. Kalimag, no.
Foul on number Number 7, based by
But you still have to commend that pass by Reyes. Yung simple gesture niya na may pinakat siya. Na-confuse na yung defense eh. Kaya nag-clog agad. Kaya open si Kalimag doon sa corner.
Grabe yung number 1 timing and the decision making of Jimmy Reyes. Again, did not start today, but has provided still stability at the point for the Red Lions. Renzo Abiera, tahimik sa ating laban. Step and jumper is off. Estacio, basag-basa ni Valencia. Back the other way. Kamay, Cabotaje, yes!
Anjor Cabotaje, 3!
That's a three-pointer for Anjor Cabotaje and a badly needed one for the Chiefs.
And you have to keep playing the right way if you're San Beda. Kasi hanggat hindi nagpa-final buzzer, hindi titigil itong Arellano na tumakbo every opportunity na makukuha nila.
They've gotten a spark off the bench from Cabotaje. Reyes nowhere to go. Sabi ni Kamay, walang humawak na iba. But the referee says otherwise. It's an 11-point lead.
Timeout, Arellano Chiefs.
Arellano will talk things over. Alright, this will be challenged. Uy, oo nga no. Yeah, Arellano has a case here. Looked like it went off Kalimag even. Oo, yeah, malinaw.
Kasi if you look at the ball, parang hindi nagbago yung trajectory niya eh. Yung spin niya hindi nagbago. So, that means hindi siya nahawakan ni, at least ni Kamay.
Yeah. And even RC Kalimag, before it landed, nakahawak pa. So this should be an easy and a quick review from our officials. This is Crew Chief Glenn Cornelio to make the decision.
I think they're gonna stick with their call.
Oh.
And that's really close.
All right, so it's San Beda basketball.
3 seconds on the shot clock. 3 seconds to shoot.
2:25 remaining. Last 3 for San Beda. Reyes forced to take the shot. And again, Arellano will try to mount a run here. He scored a three-pointer courtesy of Cabotaje in the previous play. Burado yung depensa kay Renzo Abiera.
I think nag-ward off kasi itong si Renzo Abiera. If tinuloy niya lang yung atake niya, siguro matatawagan pa yun ng blocking foul. Pero yung pag-ward off niya kasi, yung pag-push nung kanang kamay niya.
Again, Renzo Abiera hasn't had a good game. Silang dalawa ni T-Mac. Si T-Mac naka-pick up na dito sa third quarter. Now it's Renzo's turn. Bailosas is back in the game. Penny Estacio. Zeretule with the offensive rebound, stolen from behind. Cabotaje has it. Andrew Cabotaje also making a mark on the defensive end. Valencia pull up 3, no.
Well, it's actually Cabotaje who's been playing really well offensively and defensively. So I think itong Arellano for the next possession, I think they should involve Cabotaje.
Yeah. They have to reward this effort. You're right. Kenny will attack. Pinoray depensa ni Kamay. Wala lang. Etule offensive rebound. And again, it's Zed Etule who has been pulling down these offensive rebounds, getting them multiple chances on the offensive end.
But it's been really hard for Libang because he's already working with Bismarck Lina. He's trying to box him out already. Tapos itong si Etule, kung saan-saan pa manggagaling para kumuha din ng offensive rebound.
Zed Etule. Third offensive board in the game. Total of 11 boards. And ito siya. Pihit sa ilalim. Bismarck with the easy look.
And that time, itong si Libang was forced to help dun sa mismatch kay Etule. Kaya nung namintis yung layup ni Etule, wala namang nag-box out dito kay Bismarck Lina.
Again, this front line causing headaches for the Chiefs. Kamay gets it back inside the final minute here. Ito, si Kyle Anama. Kakapasok lang kanina. It stays with Arellano, who cannot buy a basket in this juncture.
And I think that those 3-pointers are the shots na itong San Beda would be willing to give up for Arellano. Kasi yung open 3-pointer ni Kamay na yon, Reyes didn't even bother to try and close out. Kasi feeling ko yun talaga eh. Yun talaga yung binibigay nila for this game.
At gumagana naman. 2 out of 17 ang Arellano University from long distance. Kabutahe off the cut. Again, it's answered Kabutahe. Kabutahe now with 10 points.
Well, yun talaga yung pwede mong gawin, especially kapag maganda yung scouting report and yung defense sa main guys mo eh. It's really up to the other guys kung paano nila iti-take yung challenge na yun.
Oh, Kuldora against San Beda gets a basket at the buzzer. So 54-41. It's a double-digit lead for the San Beda Red Lions going into the fourth frame. Leads it by 13 against Arellano going into the fourth quarter here. And now we take a look at the quarter scoring here. Big third quarter para dito sa San Beda to establish a commanding advantage.
Well, as you see the quarter scores, talagang yung second quarter lang yung maganda-ganda na nilaban nitong Arellano. Pero both first and third quarter, talagang in control yung San Beda. They really prepared for this game. They really checked all the boxes dun sa board nila.
13-point lead against San Beda, looking for another win in the competition. They're coming off a confidence-boosting win against the defending champions. They want to compound on that against a team who is also coming off a meaningful victory against Benilde. Lina carving space, no. Ito na sa J. Geronimo. This is going to be an important first 5 minutes for Arellano in the fourth quarter.
So that's a tough shot by Geronimo. Meron siyang mga open jumpers kanina na hindi tinitake. But that time, yun yung dapat na hindi na muna niya siguro tinira.
0 out of 7 from the field. Itong si J. Geronimo hasn't found the touch. Kaya pressure na. Itong Arellano University, they'll try to force San Beda into committing turnovers because they're one of the best in the league when it comes to that. Hasn't gone their way here. San Beda only turning it over 9 times in this game.
Well, ito na rin kasi talaga yung last push for Arellano. Itong start ng fourth quarter. As you see that 3-pointer by Loses. That rookie. Talagang aabangan natin for the next games pa.
This is the first game that he has been in the scoring column. Talking about MJ Bailoses. Timac gets it to drop. 10 points na rin para kay Timac Ongotan.
And for Timac Ongotan, they still have time. So, kailangan niya pa rin trabahuin to.
Yeah. What a beautiful fade.
Etule from Team Reyes.
Reyes finding Etule.
And those two guys that you mentioned, I think sila yung may pinakamalaking contribution for San Beda in this game.
And it goes back to the San Beda Red Lions. How about this? The spray by Reyes going to MJ Bailoses for a second three, and the celebration for Coach Yuri.
14 on the shot clock.
Applauding the play of two rookies on his squad. Speaking of, rookie to rookie rin to.
Well, I think yung celebration ni Coach Yuri is hindi dun sa tirek. Yung celebration niya is, nakahanap na ako ng bagong weapon ko para for the rest of the season.
Imagine, this is the lineup that has really brought San Beda that separation that they needed against Arellano. Kasi kanina, bumabalik itong Arellano. But this lineup on the court consisting of mostly rookies. 3 first-year players on the court for the San Beda Red Lions, 1 second-year player, and of course Bismarck Lina. Kaya yung nagdadala sila dito sa kanila dito ng mas malaking lamang. And now, let's hear the fourth quarter report coming from Aaron D. Aaron?
San Beda enters this fourth quarter riding high in the momentum, but team captain Yukin Andrada still admits that there's a lot of work to be done even after playing well for those first 3 quarters. I'm very confident in my team, admitted Yukin, but there's still a lot of work to be done, especially sa mga trainings nila where he admitted that his team has gotten complacent in those times. Banggit din naman dito ni Yukin that there's still a little bit of complacency after winning those 2 straight games. And yun yung ayaw nila makita sa training nila. We want to be one of the top teams in the NCAA. Now the challenge shifts from taming the defending champions to facing an Arellano squad that just pulled off one of the biggest upsets of the season. The Red Lions have the momentum, but the Chiefs still have the belief in this fourth quarter. Martin and Renzo.
Well, the mission is clear for the San Beda Red Lions. Thank you so much, Aaron. And as long as they have that bigger picture in mind, there's going to be no room for complacency from this San Beda team.
Well, that's the right approach for San Beda, especially manggagaling pa yon sa kapitan mo na you're playing really well right now pero hindi pa siya masaya, hindi pa siya kontento.
Imagine, it's a 17-point lead for San Beda and Yukin Andrada is scoreless. Hasn't scored in the game, only played 17 minutes, took 4 shots. And they're dominating like this.
And even the guys like John T. Miller and Jomel Puno, not really scoring a lot, not their usual numbers, pero yun nga, ganito kalaki yung lamang ng San Beda.
This is the game where they had a by-committee approach. That's gonna be called against Andrew Kabutahe. They're applauding the efforts of the second unit. Yung mga fans ng San Beda dyan, led by Reyes and Etule, who have executed game-changing plays here. Still cannot buy a basket. Vinoya inside could not make the reverse. Kabutahe. Ooh. T-Mac tried to save it. It went off the head of John T. Miller. Quickly contested by the San Beda coaching staff. Boom. Lapit na. Agoy.
Well, I don't think there's any intention for T-Mac Ongotan to hurt, but I think they have to call something dun sa play na yun.
Yeah, he was just trying to save the ball, bounce it off an opponent. Okay, so we'll resume play. Vinoya. T-Mac on the attack. T-Mac covered by Gonzalez. 2 to shoot. Valencia misfires. And again, yung mga half court, 50-50 for Arellano today, Renzo.
And that's the defense na meron itong si Gonzalez, minimension natin earlier na kaya niya talaga magstay in front even with the guys like T-Mac Ongotan na napakabilis, napaka-flashy. Kayang-kaya niyang depensahan niya ng one-on-one.
Guys, definitely transformed himself into a two-way player. Jonty Miller. Naabangan siya doon ni Mavi Vinoya. 5:51 to go. They're looking for Jonty. Miller. Cross court. Puno fires. Puno knocks it down.
And if Puno is gonna be consistent with his outside shot, I don't know kung ano ba yung pwedeng pumigil dito sa San Beda. Because that's already a good defense on Jonty Miller. They blitzed them on that ball screen. Pero si Puno yung iniwan nila eh. Para yung tao ni Puno yung magiging helper. Pero si Puno, nakuha naman yung three-pointer.
Yeah. Only the second triple of the year for Jomel Puno, but we know he's very much capable of that. Miller from the corner. Back-to-back hits from the outside for the San Beda Red Lions. And they lead it by 22 points, their biggest of the game. Balik sa ating laban. And Jomel Puno. This is what they missed from Jomel. His outside shooting. I think second in the team, percentage-wise in season 100. Jonty Miller compounds on their lead. 22-point advantage for the San Beda Red Lions, imposing their will on the Arellano Chiefs today.
Well, I want to go back to that three-pointer by Jonty Miller. What about that pass by Bismarck Lina?
Yeah.
Andun siya sa mahirap yung angle na yun eh. And dino-double pa siya nung time na yun. Pero he was able to locate itong si Jonty Miller. Which is, I think yun yung reason ba't napakasaya ni Coach Yuri.
You've been talking about that. Yung passing nito ni Bismarck Lina. Earlier we saw the interior pass. Ito naman, spray papunta sa labas. Ang kanyang pinakawalan. Beyond the halfway point of the fourth. Miller! Kaboom! 20 points for Jonty Miller. This guy is unconscious right now.
Well, the thing with Jonty Miller is if he makes one, kailangan mo ng asahan eh, na meron dalawa, tatlo pang kasunod.
Yeah. This is just too easy for Jonty Miller. Target practice even para sa kanya.
But you also have to commend itong si LJ Gonzalez kasi binalikan niya eh. Alam niya nakaka-shoot lang. So, he really did his job na mag-create ng sitwasyon pabalik dito kay Jonty Miller for another three-pointer.
And it's another 20-point performance for Jonty Miller. Back-to-back now. T-Mac rattles home the three. Second triple of the game for 14 points, but might be a little too late. Teka, may 4 na minuto pa. So huwag tayong magsalita ng tapos.
Oh, there's still time, pero yun nga, palitan ng paliit yung room for error dito sa Arellano.
Yeah, it will take a lot to come back in this one. Corner. Bismarck to the hoop. Bismarck Lina goes to work. And again, hasn't scored a lot. Pero Iba kasi yung presensya ng Bismarck Lina, no? Pag nasa court siya.
Saka yung kayang gawin nito ni Bismarck, hindi talaga niya kailangan umiscore eh. Kailangan mo lang siyang involved sa opensa mo. Kailangan mo siyang bigyan ng touches dyan sa ilalim and good things will happen for your team.
That's right. Look at this. The fine for his 4th point in the game. Lina with 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists in just 15 minutes of action. Ito na. Humuhugot na ng malalim si Coach Yuri sa kanyang lineup. This is Hamora. Now in the game for that, Lina denies Binoya. Pati si Zane Halbuena pumasok na for the Red Lions.
And this is just a complete package for Bismarck Lina, even doing a great job defensively that time, blocking the shot of Maverick Binoya.
Gonzalez, they swing it. Oh! Bank shot comes off. Pero isa pa para sa San Beda. Yukien passed it to the wrong guy. Borromeo. Ooh. Just missed it. Gonzalez. Halbuena. Got it. Zane Halbuena joins the party.
Well, it was Gonzalez who made that pass, but I think it was Bismarck Lina who made that shot possible. Kasi yung pag-cut niya dun sa ilalim, na-drag niya yung defender. Kaya libreng-libre for that 3-pointer.
Kabotahe.
Last
Wala.
2 minutes.
Final 2 minutes of this game. And it looks like San Beda has this one locked in. Look at this. Zane Halbuena, who just entered the game, nailing a 3-pointer, adding salt to the wound.
And that's what I was talking about. Kabotahe was already with Halbuena at that time. Pero yung pag-rim run kasi, yung pag-cut ni Bismarck dun sa shaded area, na-drag niya itong si Kabotahe. Kaya open na open si Halbuena for that 3-pointer.
27-point lead. This is an impressive victory for San Beda, Renzo.
Of course, doing this, playing well, nang wala si Brian Sahonia.
Yeah. And to beat Arellano like this, you know, we expected a close game. Lalo na, pinag-usapan natin yung pinanggalingan itong Arellano, yung panalo against Benilde. Now they face San Beda and they get blown out like this.
And we've been talking about it nga eh. With San Beda kasi they really scout well. They really prepare well. And this is what they do. They neutralize the star players. Talagang they do everything to stop kung ano man yung gustong gawin ng kalaban nila.
On your screen, siya to si Brian Sahonia in street clothes today. Pero no problem. Kasi meron na mga nag-step up para dito sa San Beda Red Lions.
Oh, I think that's the reason why he's smiling. Kasi mapapadali yung trabaho niya for the next games eh. Talagang meron ng ibang kailangan na paghandaan yung mga kalaban nila.
That's a guy who averages 10 points per game and their second leading scorer. And they didn't even feel his absence, Renzo.
A lot of guys stepped up for Brian Sahonia.
Ito si MJ Bailoses. Again, in total, his third entry here in the NCAA collegiate rank. Pero dito lang siya pumuntos. 2 3-pointers for the former leading scorer of the San Beda Red Cubs.
Technical foul on San Beda Red Lions for improper bench decorum.
And I don't think this is still necessary for San Beda. I think it was LJ Gonzalez who was called for a technical because he was still complaining in that previous play.
Akala ko si Coach Norman yung tinawag eh. Sabi ko, ang tahimik naman ni Coach Norman doon kasi tinawagan pa siya ng technical. But yeah, this is a big lesson for the Arellano Chiefs. You know, you're riding the confidence of beating Benilde or confidence you got from beating Benilde. Now, feels like you're back to square one.
Well, this is a good learning game for Arellano kasi we all know they can run. They're number one in fast break points. But what's next if you won't be able to run? Anong pupuntahan mo na susunod? Yun yung question for Arellano right now. And I believe itong si Coach Chico will really find a way kung paano niya masasolve yung mga ganong problema.
At idagdag mo pa yung woes nung una nito ni Timac Ongotan. It took him a while, already in the second half, nakuha ni Timac Ongotan yung rhythm niya dito sa ating laban. And it was because they found it hard to push the pace against San Beda, who was prepared for whatever they're gonna throw at them.
But I think yung positive naman dito sa game na to for Arellano is pinagandaan ka ng San Beda ng husto eh. So parang in-expose nila kung ano ba yung mga weakness mo, yung tingin nila na weakness mo. So ngayon na nakita mo yon sa game na to, meron kang chance to work on those, to improve those and fix those problems.
And it might be a blessing that it came at this point of the season na marami pang oras bumawi. Marami pang oras pwede mag-adjust. And we're just heading to the second half of the classification round. So expect Arellano to bounce back from this one as Joe Celso steps into the free throw line. Celso, the starting center of San Beda with that big body of his. 75-51.
And again, Martin, itong San Beda is a great team. We all know that. And kanino mo pa ba gustong matalo or kanino mong gustong ma-expose yung mga weaknesses mo? Siyempre, sa napakalakas na team na like San Beda. Kasi doon mo talaga matetest kung nasan ka eh.
That's right. And the Red Lions, speaking of tests, they have a big one coming next week. Bago po tayo mag-undas break as they face fellow number 1 team, Perpetual Altas from the other group.
That's a very exciting game given na ganito kaganda yung nilalaro ng San Beda. That's really also a big test for Perpetual. Kung paano nila ititake itong challenge na to against San Beda.
That's gonna be next Wednesday as Abiera. Again, it's been far and few for Renzo Abiera scoring-wise. And Halbuena will just dribble this one out. The San Beda Red Lions assert dominance and continue on their winning track. 76-53 victory over the Arellano Chiefs. What a performance for the San Beda Red Lions. And ang napili natin, a player of the game. They had a lot of candidates, but we had to give it to ZJ Etule, who gave them a lot of important second chances in this game.
Well, itong John T. Miller, Jomel Puno had their usual numbers. Alam natin kung ano yung kaya nilang gawin. Pero itong si Etule was really big for San Beda kasi kapag nag-a-attempt na ng run itong Arellano, kapag nakakuha ng basket, itong si Etule, yung activity niya sa loob, yun yung nagsa-stop ng run with those offensive rebounds, with those multiple possessions, and even yung mga baskets niya down low. Talagang yun yung naging malaki for San Beda in this game.
That's right. 8 points, 12 rebounds, and even defensive numbers for ZJ Etule today. San Beda improves to 5-1.